Good morning, good afternoon, good night. My name is KewlImp, just in a whole host of names of people seeking the game's release. First things I want to say is Happy New Year. Something I saw a couple people talking about on Twitter as the time of this. It's tonight as the time of the recording, but by the time you guys see this, it would have been on the 30th. Was people talking about how beating the Seekers of Darkness and the narrative just keep going because they will just basically revert back to their original timeline. This more specifically because we could destroy young Xehanort and Toybox or Apprentice Xehanort, and the story doesn't end there because we know he ends up going back because it's just the way it is. But that got me thinking. Yeah, it's one of them videos. I didn't want to do any more theory videos, but looks like I have to. So let's consider the following. Xion. I loathe this idea, just to let you know. For her, I've seen the theory pop up over and over again, and it may or may not be true, but that doesn't mean I want it to be true. Xion could have been pulled out of her time stream while Roxas was on a mission and returned before he's finished. To be more specific, Sora or Lee crushes her on one of her missions, and big quotations there, and that's what the cause of her coma is. Of course, she can't remember because of rules of time travel. I truly hate time travel being introduced. And in a convoluted story like Kingdom Hearts, we shouldn't have had a get out of plot free cards such as time travel in the mix. And that's one of the biggest things when it comes to this, is Xion is going to be one of those characters that are probably going to pop up. She might even have her memory. And as of working on this script, I started thinking about Lee again. Although Axel may not be a seeker in the end, but he may be welcomed back into the organization. He wants, where we're talking about the final vessel, it isn't like he hasn't retrieved something for Organization 13 before. His height is similar. Again, I truly dislike time travel as a part of the universe. Death right now has very little impact because we see that at least the characters we're messing with are strong enough to be separated into heartless, and nobodies. So death has little impact as a problem when it comes to our heroes and villains. This means although we can destroy an out-of-time Axel, Lee can still fight for the Guardians at the same time. As such an easy out, I don't like it. I'll say this honestly, I'm a failed writer. I say it that way every time because I write something longer than 2 to 5 pages, I can't finish it. Nomura, I have to give him credit, a lot of credit, for being able to write a story this long, or at least this in-depth, if we want to call it that. However, it begins to show that he wrote himself into a corner, or had too many ideas for characters, and realized that a lot of mistakes had already been made, and he couldn't just step back and say, oh well, that's not what happened. This is the reason I dislike time travel. It's an easy excuse to pull possible villains without needing to write new ones, and I would prefer new villains to take the places of people who are not participating. This is a short video, and I didn't expect it to be a long one because it frustrates me to no end, and I'm not even joking. I hate this as an idea. And a lot of my biggest fears, some of the things that I say, that I come up with, are going to be something that's going to be confirmed, and someone in my chat or in my Discord, not that there's many people there, or in my comments down below, are going to have spoilers, and they're going to say, oh well, yeah, that's actually happened. Towards the middle of the game, we were in the Keyblade Graveyard, and we find out that Xion is really the person under the hood with the Kingdom Key, and that's Axel underneath the hood talking to Isa. That's the stuff I'm worried about. A few people have heard me say I'm worried about that. That's the reason why. With all that said, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. May joy be to you all. And once again, Happy New Year.